Hey guys, Dave from Timber Time Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As you can see, I'm on spring break. I'm here in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And this video is going to be about my beach cart, doing a little surf fishing. And I had to make some modifications because I had some failures happen. And if you're watching this video, you likely had a similar issue with your beach cart wheels. And I want to just talk about a guy who really helped me out and got a nice product here to show. So give you a view of this morning. You can see it's a little chilly. I got a jacket on. Beautiful sunrise here on the east coast of Florida. All right, this is my beach cart, and if you've watched some of my videos before, you know that I've done a couple things with the wheels and actually switched cart brands, and I had a failure with my wheels. So the wheels that came on this cart were orange and they were the balloon style. So if you have the balloon style, if you have the hard plastic, they don't work so great in the sand, or you know, the stock orange ones that come on it, they don't last very long. And so what I did is I ended up going to a guy called Benjamin's. His name is Nathan Benjamin, and he's in Palm Bay near Melbourne, Florida, and he makes an incredible wheel for these carts. And I'll kind of talk about it. Kind of the famous brand that people put on these carts is called Wheeleez. They're insanely expensive, and this guy here, he's actually a little less money, and he's made some improvements to the Wheeleez. So you can see this special hub he's got here. It's got a needle bearing that's made out of stainless steel. You can see it's a high pressure tire and really, really thick plastic. So I also had Nathan put on a PVC floor, and then I purchased this liner from him. Hopefully you can see that there. It just kind of keeps everything in the cart. He did all this for me for free. He did the installation. He sells wheel kits, and there's different like hubs and so forth for the axles that he sells, but he sells a 2-wheel and a 4-wheel kit, and then just tons of accessories, and I'll link all his information in the description. Not doing too good this morning, but I guess I don't really care. This is an interesting beach. You can actually drive your cars out here. And I came out super early when the tide was out. Now the tide's coming in, and they've closed the access. You can see there's nobody driving anymore. A lot of spring breakers out here today. It's a Saturday, so this is going to get super busy as the day goes on. Hopefully we can catch a few fish. We've had a bunch of wind, so I'm not too optimistic, but maybe we can get a few eaters. I've been catching whiting and pompano earlier in the week. And got a couple new rods. Learned the hard way that a shorter rod doesn't work here. It's such a flat beach, you have to get way out. So I ended up buying, this guy's in Jacksonville. He makes these rods called Over the Bar, and they work really well. You can cast it a mile. They use a 4-ounce sinker and just a pompano rig with fish bites, sand flea color or flavor. Show you what I use here. That's all I use. I do have some sand fleas in here, but they don't seem to make much of a difference. Yeah, the cart just makes life easy. When I'm done in the day, I put a board up there and clean my fish right on the beach. This little guy's wanting to be fed. I gotta show you another piece of gear I really like. So I used to use PVC pipe for my sand spikes and pound them in. Such a hassle with the tide and whatever. So I ended up buying some nice metal ones. These are on Amazon. I'll link them in the description. They're 2-piece. They got a nice, you know, thing to push in with your feet. But the other thing I like is you got a spot here to keep the fish bites, and you can kind of wiggle them in one-handed, so you can hang onto the pole and basically you do this and the water kind of digs it in. But they hold. I mean, big waves, they don't go anywhere, so kind of worth the extra money, I guess, to get some good sand spikes. You know, these rods aren't cheap, and you get a fish on and whoop, into the water it goes. Pretty slow right now. Here's what I like about beach fishing. Even when they're not biting, you're sitting here in your lawn chair, just taking in the rays. So I mentioned earlier, I like to clean my fish out here on the beach so I don't get stuff in the condo. And so I bought this bucket holder, Angler's Fishing Mate, just an accessory for the cart brand. And then this is a Rapala fish cleaning board, and you can see it's got a little ring here that goes on a bucket, and it just makes a really nice ergonomic way to clean fish. I put a bag in here, you know, and drop your fish in there, and I don't know, just a nice way to keep the wife happy so you don't bring stinky fish into her kitchen. And where else would you rather clean fish, inside or out here? Problem is I haven't caught any fish today. Caught some earlier in the week, but not today. All right, first fish of the day. It's kind of a loser fish. It's a little blue. Not very good eating as far as I understand. So that one's going back. But at least we didn't get the skunk. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. So beach cart accessories, new wheels by Benjamin's. Again, I'll link things in the description. So hopefully you guys are out there having a good spring break. If you're surf fishing or live in a state where you can do this on a daily basis. Oh geez, we're gonna wash away there. All right, guys, wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, send it to your friends, and remember, everybody, keep it in the timber, or in this case, keep it on the ocean. Bye-bye.